It is quite a miserable and depressing play, yes, but it does have some comedy and some lightness in it as well. I've been very interested in the play for years and years. I think, like a lot of people, when I was 18, 19, I read the play and really wanted to do it because I saw myself in it, young student. And then it came up as part of the discussions for possible plays to go in the repertoire. And it was lovely to see it again, age 45, and to read about these 18, 19, 20-year-olds. I think they're very unique because the play was written after the First World War. So really it's the generation of young people whose parents fought in that war. Some of the characters would have brushed against it working in hospitals during the war, although in Vienna they wouldn't have seen much sort of war wounded. That's where the play is set. And I suppose it anticipates the growth of Nazism. If you read Tagger's diaries during the time when he was writing the play, he was very much worried about everything that was going on. I mean, more than worried, terrified about everything that was going on. So that is a sort of undercurrent in the action of the play. So I think it's a very strong political play. It's not a generic look at young people. It's a very, very hardline political piece of writing by someone who started as an expressionist writer and then joined the new arts movement at the time, which was called New Objectivity. We've tried to direct it with the historical context in mind, but that is quite hard to do without doing very, very crude flagging up of sort of war sounds or train sounds. This show has no multimedia work in it. It's straight theatre. It's a huge joy to return to just doing realism. I say just as if it was pejorative, and I don't mean that at all. But it's fantastic to work with a group of very, very talented young actors on psychological realism. A real relief, if you like, an escape from the big camera shows that I've been doing recently. We took huge care in the casting of it because it is very, very difficult to act. And they are a fantastic ensemble. But even so, it's really complex to navigate, both as the actor and the director approaching the piece. I think they've recognised aspects of themselves, although the determinants that shape the people are so radically different. The First World War, as opposed to the internet, is very, very, very different for them. But without doubt, they've all identified with different aspects of the character that they're playing or other characters. I mean, it has at its heart a lesbian relationship, which is very, very finely and accurately articulated. But of course, that would have been relatively radical at the time, although there was actually quite a large gay scene in Vienna during the Weimar Republic years. But maybe it doesn't have quite the radicalism that it would have had at its time, because things obviously have changed in terms of our understanding of sexual politics. Yeah, all the characters are studying medicine or have studied medicine at Vienna University in the sort of 1918, 1920s period. And one of their group, and they're all very close friends, although with very complex relationships, some have had affairs, etc., etc. But one of their group is about to graduate, and that's what precipitates the action of the play. So it looks at how that group cope with the fact that one of their members is graduating. The characters are very likeable and very sympathetic. As I said, they're all medical students, but they all are, in different ways, in love with each other. And that's what creates there's a lovely sort of romantic comedy to it.